Look, I got to clean up.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And some room to work. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 79 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. Here's 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play.
And you can't fall forward.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
Ooh, bud.
Not much to
Damn.
speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ryan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian.
I ain't blocking fucking
And they will be
slow.
set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw.
Damn it.
Here as he's taken down. Julian Blackmon. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tough rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give to Taylor, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Hines.
Pelo tackle,
27-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Second down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Running left, Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, Hines, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to 15.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st down, Ryan. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it.
Weak ass fucking linebacker, I swear, slow as shit.
Michael Pittman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Henry.
Henry, you are not falling forward today. Good with you, man.
3rd and 1. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
That's bullshit. I love the answers.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Some nigga done hit my punter.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew,
I'm a minute and a while behind. On your
losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. The pass underneath. Hines with it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll run on first down.
We go, team. There we go,
Sneaks his
team.
way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one, because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
That's just
They'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's got this down to the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Derrick Henry.
Henry, run.
He'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
That's unacceptable.
So
Get fucking hit stick
the
like
big
that.
man Henry alone in the backfield. They get it to him.
That's in there.
Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll run. It's Carter. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No points, team. No points right here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, team. Let's get it, team.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six.
Oh, pick that. Who's that? Who's that?
The coverage a little too
Moore?
big there, and it's
Pick that,
second down.
man.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the
Take
field
him
as a
that ball,
defender,
man.
I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ryan to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground.
Good hits, good hits,
Down
good
at the
hits.
28, and that is well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is taken at the 15. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're just going to run it here.
You fucking serious? So none of y'all can block Blackman right
So
there.
we're at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with those special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it.
Stiff arm.
And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it with him.
No fucking way.
Pick up there down to
Ain't no fucking way.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Ain't no fucking way.
Pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On the move to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up.
That was an interesting move there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now to these quarterbacks who can move.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, Malik.
Touchdown, Tennessee. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Bullet good on the extra point.
Come on, you know, stop. You know, stop.
11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines.
Ooh, I should have fucking lit. Take his fucking helmet off. You should take his fucking helmet.
There at the 24. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
Damn, this nigga Jonathan Taylor don't go down first person.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Hines.
Whoa.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Archie, you fucking weak bitch. How did you get hurt?
This guy, he's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. His man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. That ball caught by Campbell.
Should not have happened right there. Should not have happened.
A big play there for Indy. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays.
You know, fucking quarter. That's literally the only thing you got to
Yeah,
play.
they talk about it all the time. A lot harder
Literally
to
the only thing
stop,
you got.
though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zoom.
Come on, there we go, Simmons. There we go.
Quickly here, he can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Oh, shit.
Hines.
There we go, bud. There we go, bud.
Cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here.
Make them work right here. Make them work.
Yeah, defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Sorry, why to make him work? Why to make him work?
Why to make him work? This will wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Still get points. Still get points.
This stage, but it does get him back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
My minutes in a while, but Voodoo, put the head on you. A minute in a while, but we might have figured out something in Tennessee.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because...
No!
And that's caught inside.
Put the wrong motherfucker. The wrong motherfucker in the damn half.
Goodwin, 79 yards. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only is he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled.
All we need is 3 team. All we need is 3 team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
You would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what
Hey,
you work
for real.
on, to make sure that no one gets
Run a
behind
nigga
you.
over.
That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Final minute now of the third quarter. Henry again on second down.
Good cutback. Good cutback.
Down to the 47 here.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's going to be in dollar, we got to run. He's going to be in dollar, we got to run.
Both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Henry.
Fucking lag, bro. I lagged.
But still brought down just inside the 40. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Henry.
It'll break a fucking tackle, Henry. It'll break a fucking tackle.
Before he's brought down.
I don't know where's my shit at, though.
Like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's going to take a shot for the end.
We go, Malik. There we go, Malik. Way to make a play.
Titans touchdown.
Way to make a play.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are closing in on a 6-2 start.
I figured out something in Tennessee. I figured out something in Tennessee.
On the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
Who's that? Who's that? Hooker! Hooker!
It's Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Pierce.
Used to tug his fucking head off.
Would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. To throw again is Ryan. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down.
Let's get it.
This is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Come on.
Picked off by Matthias Farley. The 20. With the points that we've seen scored.
Don't need you. You don't play. Fuck out there. What do you mean? I don't understand.
God to stay us off. Oh, there's something.